Yo, Jinx, man, we gotta find somebody that's down for hers, man. All these girls sipping, man. Who you think fit the category?
It's me, the brand new intelligent black woman, YoYo, which is YoYo. But I'm not to be played like I was made by Mattel. But this YoYo was made by woman and male. I'm all about upright, uplifting the woman. For they are superior to handle any male, anytime, any rhyme, any flow, and any show. And if you ask my producers, they'll reply, no.
You can't play with my yo-yo.
Don't try to play me out. Don't try to play me out. Don't try to play me out.
I love it, and I heard some new
like
voices on there. For real.
You
For real.
Okay.
I do.
Welcome to the Build on Beauty podcast, where beauty is born skin deep. Now, here's your host, author, speaker, entrepreneur, Cornell Jermaine.
Thank you for joining me today. I have a very special guest with me. She is one of the dopest MCs to ever grace the mic. Help me welcome actress and hip-hop legend, Miss Yolanda YoYo Whitaker. YoYo, how you doing?
Hey, that was great. I love it. I'm amazing. How are you?
Great. It's good to have you. You got so much we can talk about, a new single, a television show. Who knows what else you have going on, but we want to tap into all of that. You are such a legend in the hip-hop industry, and you're doing a lot of work in the community as well. So we want to get into all of that, but let's give our listeners just a little background into where you started. I hear you refer to yourself a lot as a major baby. What exactly does that mean?
Well, I grew up with the majors raising me. I'm a major baby. That means a lot of things that came across my path was planted. I mean, you know, a lot of my experiences were through regional reps and all this other stuff. So to be an independent artist, I never really had that. You know, so the more you grow and the more you go, you really have to take on this kind of independent kind of nature, I guess I'd like to say. Mm-hmm. And for me, it wasn't so easy because when I'm a major baby, I mean, everything was there. My day was planned. You know, all I had to do was get up.
Now, you mentioned you said independent, so
I'm an independent artist with this new project that I have now. This is my first time being an independent artist, going out on my own. Well, I mean, I've done it before on a minor scale, but this is kind of major now. And, this is major now. And so I'm excited. I'm excited to be, gas pedal.
That's right. I mean, it's so amazing because you're back on the scene as an independent, which is a great thing because now you can control the narrative. You have a lot more creative control than maybe.
Music is so beautiful that it's even bigger than just. I mean, entertainment is bigger than music. You know, the fact that I'm independent just allows me to be an artist. I don't have any limitations. I am my own boss. That means I could put out music, I could do television, I could do radio. I'm not someone's property. You know, and that's all an artist really wants to be, is free. Now, don't get me wrong. Like I said, there are perks to being a major baby or being, affiliated with a major. There are perks that come along with it. But when you have done 30 years in the game like myself, I'm ready to dive in.
Now, speaking of 30 years in the game, I mean, you've done so many great things with so many amazing artists. We can't help but to remember your time with Ice Cube. I mean, that was your beginning. Looking back on those years, being that you're 30 years in, what did you learn most that is really sticking with you now as not only an artist but a person? What did you learn during those times with Cube?
Oh, wow. Well, I learned so much from him. Let's start there. First of all, I learned patience working with Cube. He's such a patient person and so understanding. I've witnessed watching someone who had a dream and could literally make that dream come true. I've learned with all of those things, wanting it hard enough, willing to work for it long enough, can get you anywhere you want to be. And there's what did he say? No limit to the money. There's no limit to the money. There's no limit to your dream. So I've learned that by watching, and that's so good to be a young girl up under a guy that has great vision. And that's exactly what Cube has, great vision.
Yes, indeed. He's done great things, and you're doing great things as well. Now, we can't help but to talk about your the hot track you had with Brandy, MC Lyte, Queen Latifah. I mean, that was an amazing track that to this day still turns the club up. I mean, I Want to Be Down, the remix. Tell us a little bit about how that came about and how you view, I guess, female MCs right now.
Well, I Want to Be Down, first time hip-hop and R&B married, and I was happy to be a part of that because female artists weren't getting together and doing music together. To get with Queen Latifah, I had to go to Flavor Unit. I had to jump through a bunch of hoops. To get to MC Lyte, even though we were label mates, we still had to jump through hoops. I mean, we did do some work together after I Want to Be Down, but that was our first marriage. Keith Crouch gave me a call, who had worked on Brandy's album, and said that they wanted to include me, which I felt overwhelmed with joy because I always felt like they left me out of a lot of things. Being from the West Coast, Ice Cube, considered gangster rap, the whole hoopla. With them calling me, I was just like, oh, my God, yes, I want to do it. Let's do it. Get in the studio. I thought we were going to all be there together. What it was everyone's track was already laid. So I came in to hear Queen Latifah already laid hers. Lyte had already laid hers. So it was up to me to lay mine. And I was just still excited to do that. The video came around. I mean, it as you can see, to this day, it is still one of the top, throw it out the window and back at it songs that we love to perform. No matter what we do, we always calling each other like, yo, are you available? I'm doing, anything we do big, we call each other out to come and do the song. So I don't just feel this way. We all feel the same way. I was going to say it was a beautiful marriage, but all of you had individually this female empowerment, empowering and inspiring women of color. It was just innate in your in what you did. Queen had it, Lyte had it, you had it, and still do, all three of you. What is missing with our female MCs today? Are we gone astray somewhere? You know what? It's just, I first of all, it's a catch-22 with me when I talk about this subject. So sometimes you can catch me straight and narrow, and sometimes you can catch me in the field blowing bubbles with everybody. Because some days I am just like, listen, men talk all the shit they want to talk, and then they can own a football team, basketball team. They can do whatever they want to do. Women say one thing about their hoochie coochie, and, it's like, where are we going wrong? However, me understanding how powerful music is and how powerful words are, me understanding that the community that I come from, that the kids value the leaders, and not leaders necessarily politicians, but leaders as far as those who have become successful. So I'm always encouraging people to understand how powerful they are, to remember you are a role model, that it is our responsibility. So I'm always pushing the women, but at the same time, I don't want to judge the girls because I could do so much judging on the guys, and I don't want to judge anybody. I just want to have my voice be heard, be a voice of reasoning, or be someone that they can look up to and say, hey, she still got it, still sexy without hoeing, still this without that, still this without that. Maybe, it can kind of lead you, because when you don't know how powerful you are or how much you can contribute to the good or the bad of a situation, then, you won't ever try to be better. So, I mean, if that makes sense, I told you it's a double-headed sword.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. It does make a lot of sense. You mentioned having a voice and having a role. You're on this season's Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. Tell us, so many people are kind of up in the air, like, what is Yo-Yo doing on this? Because they just associate the show with, our today's reality TV.
Hey, listen,
what's your role?
Today's reality is today's reality. I mean, I deal with it all the time. I have a 25-year-old. I have a 15-year-old, soon to be 16-year-old. I am the founder of the Yo-Yo School of Hip Hop, where I work with teens all day. I am the ambassador for the Black College Expo, so I'm in schools every day. You know what I mean? I have calls from parents, telling me, or asking me to speak to their kid, or, when is my next Intelligent Black Women's Coalition organization opening back up, to get their kid involved. It's the reality of today. It's the reality of today. I mean, it's no different than any of these radio stations that, that speak on all the negative. This show just shows it, and I think my 2 cents is necessary because I get a chance to be me in the middle of them being them.
How has the cast received you being this legend in the game?
They love me. I mean, I hope so. I mean, we'll never know to the reunion. I don't know. I try my best not to. I'm not perfect. So I don't want to come off perfect. I like to turn up. What I love about this generation is they are more vocal and fearless than we ever were. Me, I'm quicker to solve a problem than I am to approach it. You know what I mean? That's I think this new generation, it doesn't always have to end up in a turn up or a fight but with reality TV, what you see is the height of it. And sometimes, I have to ask yourself, what would you do if someone threw a drink in your face? Do you understand? So those are different things. It depends on who you are and where you are at that time in your life. What would you do if somebody threw a drink in my face? I mean, as nice as I talk, I'd have to, kick somebody's ass.
Yeah, you have to go Compton on them. Carson.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
wow.
But I love it. I love the fact that, I love the fact that we can just keep on showing up and showing out and recreating entertainment. I'm glad I'm a part of it after 30 years, a show that has hip hop in it, on the West Coast, I'm appreciative of that, I'm a part of it.
Yeah, and you're a necessary part of it. We have to talk about this new single, "Out of Control." I got a chance to listen to it.
Did you hear it?
Yes, I heard it. It has still has that West Coast feel that Yo-Yo for, but it has that new day. It's just I love it, and I heard some new voices on there. For real.
Okay.
I do. And I heard some new voices that I wasn't familiar with. So tell us about the track itself, "Out of Control."
Okay, so "Out of Control" is a song that was created by Picasso, who does a lot of beats here on the West Coast and work with a lot of artists, up and coming and today's artists. On the track is Brittany B., who's also an artist on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, and she's also an A&R. Brittany, I love her because she's a generation under me, and just hearing her, she reminds me of me coming out the gate. I'm the type of chick that like a hood rich. He can rock a suit, he can pull up with a full clip, long as he keep it 100 with me spinning. Don't stress me. That sounds like some stuff I would say when I was her age. But and so I love it. I love that it's 3 generations. Tyler Rain won season 5 of the Rap Game. She's 18 years old. She what did she say? T-Rain, I'm the girl that you dream about. Not a basic chick, don't need no man for no clout. I'm a West Side princess for real. So I just love her, the way she comes at it. And me, it's just telling my story. It's Yo-Yo, not baby to you, because you never come through with the truth.
Mm-hmm.
It's just,
and I heard the one lyric.
Generation.
I heard the one lyric. You're pulling up on somebody's grass.
Damn,
I said, Yo-Yo about to go bust the dough in.
Don't let me pull up on the grass at your mama house while your lazy ass sleeping on your mama couch, steady popping hot shit, but you copping out. I'm not about the type to be quiet. I'm a riot, and you tried it. I love it.
Oh my goodness! I heard that line. I said, Yo-Yo still got it.
Hey.
Hey. Well, we're excited. Yes, you did pop off. You did. But we love it. That's what we love you for. We love you for all that. You stand true to who you are. We can't let you go without talking about your Intelligent Black Women's Coalition. Give us some insight into that work.
All right, so more than the Yo-Yo School of Hip Hop, well, balancing out the Yo-Yo School of Hip Hop is the Intelligent Black Women's Coalition. Okay, so the coalition is a program that we have for young girls who are really battling situations in life. What we do is 2 days out of the week, we take kids, we bring them in, and they get a chance to talk about situations, talk about life, learn life lessons. We bring people in to talk to them about situations and girly stuff and how to become better young lady, a young woman. You know, we just discuss issues and have issue-based conversations. And on once a month, we go on a day excursion. And we take the kids out, and we just go hang out and have girl time. It really is the each one teach one kind of movement, the I am my sister's keeper kind of tone. Yeah.
Good. Yeah. That's what's up. You're so needed in the community, and we are so excited that you are not only back on the music scene, on television, but that you're still being true to your roots, which is reaching back and helping another one. So we are so.
And you know what I want to say to you real quick? I'm sorry to cut you off. I wanted to say that, I prayed for this. I used to ask God, how can you use me? Not too high, not too low. How can you use me? Because, you don't want to be preachy. You don't want to be teachy. God, how can you use me where my authentic self will stand out? Still being crazy, sexy, cool, still being who I am. How can you use me in this generation without it just, whatever, all this information I have not being needed anymore? And I'm telling you, the work that I've done with the Yo-Yo School of Hip Hop, the work that I've done in the community, the conversations I've had, just some responses to my DMs, just people asking for information and me giving it, just the connections that I've had with people has allowed me, and this is just my truth, has allowed me this new birth of introduction to a new generation who knew nothing about me. So that's what I'm most proud of. I'm most proud of when I should have been saying no, and saying no because I wasn't, in the right mind to be saying yes, because of course, nobody was checking for me, but still I was showing up and being present. I think that is why, and it should be a great incentive to everyone else to continue showing up, because I think the second time around, not just for music, but just for the love of doing business in the community that I help raise, it's good for me. It's good for my soul. It's good for the second time around. So I don't know if I made sense, but you heard me, right?
You made it. You made a lot of sense, and we're happy you're back. We're going to get ready to get out of here. I want to get 5 favorites, so I'm going to give you 2 options, and just give me which one is your favorite. Yo-Yo's 5 favorites. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Christmas or Thanksgiving?
Thanksgiving.
Movie theater or Netflix and chill?
Movies.
Take out or cook out?
Cook out.
All right. Instagram or Facebook?
Instagram.
You say, of course. That's a no-brainer.
Instagram.
Okay.
I'm young at heart.
That's right. And lastly, the sunrise or the sunset?
Oh my God, the sunset. Oh wait.
Beautiful.
Shit. Hold on. Wait. That's a good one. I take the sunrise.
Oh, okay. Well, you were a little. Okay. You like that better than the sunset?
I take the sunrise.
Okay.
I'll take the sunrise, even though I love the sunset. I'll take the sunrise. Yep.
Okay, got you. Those are 5 favorite things with Yo-Yo. Listen, Out of Control. When can we expect the new single?
I think we're going to have the single up for release on the 1st of October. So they can purchase the single, but the video comes out. The video gets shot October 13th, so I'm not exactly sure.
Okay. Well, what I'll do is I'll keep in touch, and we're gonna get that so we can announce that once it's ready to come out. How about that?
I love it.
All right. Well, YoYo, thank you so much for joining me. Keep doing what you're doing in the community, and by all means, keep being you. We love it.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
I'll be your Cornell, won't tell. You can get it when you want it, even though you got chicks all up on it. Don't matter, cause brother, you fly. I can't lie. I've been macking daddy from the corner of my eye. Now, baby, bring it on. Don't be frontin' on your baby boo. All I wanna know is what's up with you. How can I get with you? Seems like you got a hold on me. It must be voodoo, cause baby, I want you. Down with you. Yeah.
Well, this has been the Build on Beauty podcast, where beauty is born skin deep. I'm your host, Cornell Jermaine. Until next time, let your soul be made whole. Take care.
Thank you for listening to the Build on Beauty podcast. For more information about our host, please visit CornellJermaine.com.